Namaste, welcome to our channel, where we explore the fascinating stories and teachings of the ancient Hindu scriptures. Today, we're going to look at one of the most intriguing stories from the Chandogya Upanishad, one of the oldest and most important Upanishads. This Upanishad is part of the Chandogya Brahmana, a text that belongs to the Samaveda, one of the four Vedas that are the foundation of Hindu tradition. The Chandogya Upanishad consists of 8 chapters, each containing many stories and dialogues that illustrate various aspects of Hindu thought, such as the nature of the self, the supreme reality, the origin of the universe, the meaning of life, and the path to liberation. The story begins with King Janasruti, who was renowned for his generosity and wisdom. He had performed many sacrifices and rituals, and had acquired a lot of wealth and power. He was also interested in learning the highest knowledge of Brahman, the supreme reality that pervades everything. One day, he heard a voice from the sky, praising him for his virtues and achievements, and saying that he was the best among the kings. Janasruti was pleased, but also curious. He wondered if there was anyone else in the world who had attained the same level of knowledge and excellence as him. So he asked the voice, "Is there anyone among men who knows Brahman better than I do?" The voice replied, "Yes, there is. His name is Raikva, and he lives in a cart." Janasruti was surprised and intrigued. He wanted to meet this Raikva and learn from him. So he set out to find him, accompanied by his ministers and servants. After a long search, he finally found Raikva, who was indeed a poor and ugly man, living in a cart, covered with rags and dirt. He had a skin disease, and he was surrounded by dogs. He was playing a musical instrument, and singing a song about the joys of life. Janasruti approached him respectfully, and said, "O Raikva, I have heard that you know Brahman, the supreme reality. Please teach me, and I will give you anything you want." Raikva looked at him, and said, "Who are you?" Janasruti replied, "I am Janasruti, the king of Mahavrisha." Raikva laughed, and said, "You are a king, and you want to learn from me, a beggar? What can you give me that I don't already have?" Janasruti said, "I can give you wealth, land, cattle, horses, elephants, gold, jewels, anything you desire." Raikva said, "I don't need any of those things. They are all temporary and worthless. I have something that is more valuable and lasting than anything you can offer. It is the knowledge of Brahman, the inner controller of all beings, the source of all bliss, the reality of all realities. If you want to learn from me, you have to give me something that is worthy of this knowledge." Janasruti asked, "What is it that you want?" Raikva said, "I want your daughter, who is beautiful and virtuous. I want her to be my wife, and to serve me and my dogs. I also want a chariot with 4 horses, and a village with 1,000 cows. Only then will I teach you the secret of Brahman." Janasruti was shocked and dismayed. He loved his daughter, and he didn't want to give her to this ugly and diseased man. He also thought that Raikva's demands were excessive and unreasonable. But he was also eager to learn the highest knowledge, and he trusted the voice from the sky. He thought that maybe Raikva was testing him, or that there was some hidden meaning behind his words. So he decided to agree to his terms, and said, "O Raikva, I will give you what you ask for. Please teach me the knowledge of Brahman." Raikva smiled, and said, "Very well, O king. You have passed the test. You have shown your sincerity and humility. You have given up your attachment and pride. You have proven yourself worthy of the knowledge of Brahman. Come, I will teach you." Raikva then taught Janasruti the essence of Brahman, the supreme reality. He said, "Brahman is the inner controller of all beings, the ruler of all, the lord of all, the one who makes the one into many. Brahman is the self of all, the soul of all, the life of all, the light of all. Brahman is the sound of all, the speech of all, the ear of all, the eye of all. Brahman is the breath of all, the mind of all, the heart of all, the bliss of all. Brahman is the truth of all, the reality of all, the essence of all, the identity of all. Brahman is the one without a second, the one without parts, the one without attributes, the one without change. Brahman is beyond words, beyond thoughts, beyond forms, beyond names. Brahman is the highest, the deepest, the innermost, the outermost. Brahman is the source, the support, the goal, the witness. Brahman is here, there, everywhere, nowhere. Brahman is you, me, him, her, it, them, us, all. Brahman is this, that, everything and even nothing. Janasruti listened to Raikva's words, and understood the meaning of Brahman. He realized that Brahman was not something to be attained or acquired, but something to be recognized and realized. He realized that Brahman was not something separate or different from him, but something identical and identical with him. He realized that Brahman was not something hidden or distant from him, but something manifest and present in him. He realized that he was Brahman, and Brahman was him. He experienced the supreme bliss and peace of knowing his true self, and his true nature. He said to Raikva, "O Raikva, you have taught me the highest knowledge. You have shown me the supreme reality. You have revealed to me the secret of Brahman. I bow to you, I thank you, I praise you. You are my guru, my teacher, my master. You are Raikva, the knower of Brahman." The story of Raikva and his cart is a powerful and profound story that teaches us many lessons. It teaches us that the knowledge of Brahman is not dependent on external factors, such as wealth, status, appearance, or reputation. It teaches us that the knowledge of Brahman is not limited by social barriers, such as caste, class, gender, or religion. It teaches us that the knowledge of Brahman is not restricted by intellectual barriers, such as logic, reason, or evidence. It teaches us that the knowledge of Brahman is not obtained by material means, such as sacrifices, rituals, or gifts. It teaches us that the knowledge of Brahman is not achieved by human efforts, such as study, practice, or meditation. It teaches us that the knowledge of Brahman is a gift of grace, a blessing of the Guru, a revelation of the self. It teaches us that the knowledge of Brahman is the ultimate goal of life, the supreme purpose of existence, the highest happiness of the soul. It teaches us that the knowledge of Brahman is the essence of the Chandogya Upanishad, and the essence of Hindu philosophy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and learned something new and valuable from the story of Raikva and his cart. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your loved ones. Thanks for watching. Namaste.